Hello class, this is Christina Rieger and this is my final capstone project for Integrative Seminar 2 at a Higher Christian University. This is my study that I conducted regarding autism spectrum and diet and how it can play a huge role in treating the symptoms of autism spectrum disorders. I personally learned that it is actually pretty scary what I came across that is being put into our food these days. I know there are so many different additives, preservatives and dyes and items that we can't even pronounce. Once I started digging into this project, it was actually pretty scary what I was coming across. And this even goes for dog foods. I know I studied veterinary technology for a while, and even what is even in dog food is actually pretty scary when I was studying that as well. I know that I got most of my material at the library. I checked out books, actually had them quite a few of them for a pretty long time. I purchased about 3 or 4 books myself just because I wanted to have them on hand. I have I want to help children in this area, and this basically came into play when my husband, who works as a behavioral therapist, started coming home with some outrageous stories with some of the children that he happens to be working with. Most of them are developmentally delayed, developmentally disabled, and a couple of them are autism spectrum children, and most of the children that he works with happen to also be nonverbal. And just some of the things that they eat and that they're coming in contact with when he was talking to me a while back just sort of got me interested in doing some more research on this topic. Some things I might have done differently. Not really sure. I felt that I was fairly thorough in trying to come up with the idea fairly early on, even in Integrative Seminar 1. I pretty much knew what I wanted to come across. Again, this topic is very broad. There is becoming more information available on this topic just because autism spectrum is becoming so much of a diagnosis in our society today. So many kids are being diagnosed with it, and it's almost becoming scary and an epidemic on the amount of diagnoses that are being given to children today. I couldn't do a webcam shot, unfortunately. I have a new computer, but when I got this computer for Christmas, I did not like Windows 8, so my husband took it back to Windows 7, and unfortunately we have not been able to find the right drivers and information for him to update the webcam, is why I'm doing a vocal of this presentation. And I had also uploaded another presentation that I guess sort of went along with my paper, because I sort of thought that's what we were supposed to do, but then I wanted to add this as well, and just based on some of the issues and just the research and everything, and how I came across the interest in this topic. Again, I just want to be able to help children in this area. I've actually gone through training myself for ABA therapy, which is currently what my husband is. He's actually a registered behavioral therapist in the state of Ohio. There actually aren't too many registered behavior therapists. This is something new that he just acquired here within the past few months. But he's worked as an ABA therapist with children with autism spectrum disorders for around 4 years or so now. It can be a very trying job, and again, so much I feel that they are consuming environmentally and with their diet can play such a huge role. Because again, my husband has stated how poor some of these kids are in their diet and what they're consuming, and it just makes their behaviors just go off the charts at times, he stated on many occasions. Again, most of my information came from books that I got at the library. I don't like to do as much internet search stuff. I came across a few different things that I was able to put into the actual written report, but again, I prefer to use actual books where I can look up the information and have the reference and everything right there with me, and can reference everything as needed. I really enjoyed studying more on this topic, and it does really make a person, I guess, think about what they're actually putting into their body, to maybe try to investigate a little bit more what's actually being put in our food. Because again, autism spectrum, along with so many other disorders, are becoming just diagnosed, I feel like, way too much in our society and in culture. I'm 44 years old, and I don't remember ever hearing autism spectrum or all the diagnoses on ADHD and depression and anxiety disorders as much as what we are hearing about them today. So something has gone awry somewhere, and I know a lot of this probably does have to do with what we are consuming, and again, what's in our environment that we inhale, what's in our food that we're consuming, that does affect the brain. Our colon area, again, was something I studied in this paper, how the brain and the gut or the colon are all connected because of the neurotransmitters and receptors that are in the colon that are also in the brain as well, which is one reason why autism spectrum is considered a neurological condition. Again, I really enjoyed studying this. I feel that I'll probably continue to study on this topic more. I've actually even considered potentially going on to be some type of nutritionist, dietitian, looking into like wellness type of programs for potential master's level education. Also being a BCBA, which is also like a social worker that actually deals with children that have like severe autistic delays. That's actually the main social worker that my husband works under, has a BCBA for behavioral psychology, just helping kids that have developmentally handicaps in their delays, and with autism and other issues that we're seeing in the kids today. Again, I wish everybody well as they continue the education. I wish everybody well as this is the last class for some of us, and may God bless everyone and continue to bless you in all your endeavors. Bye-bye. Have a good day.